Hello everyone, my name is Emily Duyuhim, together with my partner Ruston Fariola. So today we'll discuss the historical evolution of the Philippine Constitution. To fully understand the Philippine Constitution, we will give you the topic outline. So first is the introduction, the second one is the importance of Constitution, and the last one is our main topic for today, the evolution of Philippine Constitution. So what is Constitution? Constitution is a set of rules that guides how a country, state, or other political organization works. So Constitution is like a rule book. It has a branches, power, responsibilities, and the rights of the people. Constitution is also known as the supreme law of land. It is also known as the highest law of all. Take note of this. No one, even the president, can go against it. And did you know that February 2 is the Constitution Day? It is the day that the president will commemorate a new law. So next is the importance of Constitution. There are four importance of Constitution. The first one is maintain law and order. So imagine our country without a constitution. It will be in chaos, right? The second one is the impose rules and regulations. So it manages the things that they do and cannot do. The third one is protects individual rights and freedom. So here we usually use social media to express our feelings and whatsoever. So it is our right and it is our freedom to post anything that we can express, but you can't post anything that unnecessary for that. The last one is the limits the power of the government. So without the constitution, greedy officials will take advantage of the function according to its will. So now we will discuss about the evolution of the Philippine Constitution. So what you're seeing right now are the 6 Philippine Constitution. First is the 1899 Malolos Constitution. The second one is the 1935 Commonwealth Government. The third one is the 1943 Japanese government. The fourth one is the 1973 Marcos administration. The fifth one is the 1986 Freedom Constitution. And the last one is the 1987 Present Constitution. So first, we will discuss about the 1899 Constitution. So 1899 Constitution is also known as the Malolos Constitution. So in Malolos Constitution, there is first is the Spanish Reign of Terror. So we thought we hadn't have a chance because here in this year, Spanish reign were like because Spaniards are so cruel, especially in killing people. So the second one is the Filipino-Spanish truce. So here in this second one, so diri dapita kay kuan. This was also called the Pakbiak na Bato Agreement. So in this time, the Filipino-Spanish truce is like nagsabot sila diri dapita na kuan, like kanang pangayoon nila ang kanang half sa kamot ni Aguinaldo. So moto sa in the third one of our Malolos Constitution, it was the exile of Aguinaldo. Though wala siya namatay, like niadto na siya Hong Kong, like ni migrate ra siya Hong Kong para ani nga truce. Then tungod ani nga kuan nga wala nila na kuha ang kanang half nga kamot ni Aguinaldo, wala nila gipadayon ang ilahang sinabutan. Like ang Spaniard kay wala mo bayad sa ilahang buwis, then ang Filipino wala sad sila naghatag og katong kamot ni Aguinaldo. Moto there is June 12, 1898. This was the Declaration of Philippine Independence. So diri gipangayo ni Aguinaldo ang atoang kalayaan. So next after that is the US and Spain secret agreement. So diri dapita like kanang nagsabot ang US and Spain ani nga tayma. So the second to the last is the Malolos Constitution. It was on January 21, 1899. So diri na build ang Malolos Constitution. So the last one is the Malolos Republic. It was the first Philippine Republic. So in all nga kanang constitution, Malolos Republic was the first. So next is the salient features of the 1899 Constitution. So the first one is the popular representative government. The second one is the unicameral legislature. So when you say unicameral, it is an only one administrator. The third one is the separation of church and state. The fourth is the Bill of Rights. And the fifth one and the last one is the compulsory and free basic education. So the problem of these features is it is not fully implemented. It is because due to the eruption of Philippine-US War. So next, we have the 1935 Constitution. So 1935 Constitution is also called the Commonwealth Government. So the 1935 Constitution, which featured a political system virtually identical to the American one, it became an unoperative. So the system called for a president to be elected at large for a 4-year term or the subject to one re-election, a bicameral Congress, and an independent judiciary. So the first one of the salient features of the 1935 Constitution are the Commonwealth government. We have the bicameral legislator. So when you say bicameral, there are two administrators, the senator and a House of Representatives. The next one is the 4-year term for the president and vice president without re-election. So here, di jud siya kanang like di pareha karon nga pwede ra ma-re-elect ang vice president. But sa una, ang president apil pod ang vice president, dili sila pwede ma-re-elect. So the next one is the right to vote 21st male citizens. So the 21st male citizen means ang 21 pataas ra ang maka-vote for presidential seats and vice president. So it extended to the woman. So nakuan siya na extended siya sa mga babae. So pwede na makabutar ang babae ani nga time pod. And also this constitution was fully implemented. Next, we have the 1943 Constitution or the Japanese government. The 1943 Constitution was the constitution of the Japanese-sponsored Second Republic of the Philippines in 1943 to 1945. So it was recognized as legitimate and binding only in Japanese-controlled areas of the Philippines, but was ignored by the United States government and the Philippine Commonwealth government in exile. So There are two salient features of the 1943 Constitution. The first one is the strong executive powers and the unicameral assembly. So this constitution was a short-lived constitution because Americans came back and gave us our independence on July 4, 1946.
Next is the 1973 Constitution or the Marcos administration. Marcos was first elected as a president in 1965 and was re-elected in 1969. During this time, there was a plan to make a new constitution through the Constitutional Convention. But before mag-end ang second term ni Marcos, he declared the martial law or the Batas Militar because of the growing communist. But according to other critics and victims, he did this to influence the Constitutional Convention. As a result, the Constitution Convention wrote the Constitution in line with what President Marcos wanted. So ang new Constitution, mauna ni siya ang 1973 Marcos administration. And these were the salient features of this Constitution. First, a parliamentary government with Prime Minister and the President. Second, legislative power was vested in a unicameral National Assembly elected by the people. Third, legalize all decrees, proclamations, and orders of the President. In this Constitution, naapod og various amendments or kanang mga changes. And the most controversial was in 1976 amendments. First, the National Assembly was replaced by the interim Batasang Pambansa. Second, the President would become the Prime Minister, exercise legislative powers until martial law was lifted. A lot of things changed when Benigno Aquino came back to the Philippines. And we all know na si Benigno Aquino was assassinated. And it also led to the widespread outrage and forced Marcos to hold snap election. When you say snap election is a type of election nga kanang mas early siya or advance sa nakaset na election schedule sa usa ka country. Ang results pod sa katong snap election were controversial and it forced people to a historic uprising of the EDSA People Power 1. And Cory Aquino became the president. So, na-replace niya si Ferdinand Marcos. And also, Cory Aquino abolished the 1973 Constitution and replaced it with 1986 Constitution. So, ang new Constitution after sa Marcos administration is called the 1986 Constitution or known as the Freedom Constitution. And these were the salient features. First, a verbatim copy of the 1973 Constitution minus the provisions on the Batasang Pambansa. Second, the country was also in chaos that time, so Aquino vested in herself both executive and legislative powers. Same rapod sa power ni Marcos during his time. And third, ang kaning 1986 Freedom Constitution is just a transitional constitution that lasted only for a year. A new commission was created to draft a new constitution, which was the 1987 Constitution. So after sa Marcos administration, followed by the 1986 Freedom Constitution, after mauna ni ang the 1987 Constitution. The 1987 Constitution has four themes. First, upholding national sovereignty. Second, democratic governance and the prevention of another dictatorship. So, democratic governance na nagyud og power ang citizens. Third, respect for human rights and civil liberties. So, nahatagan nagyud og respect, value, ang individual rights sa citizens. And fourth, promotion of social justice, especially sa mga opportunities and privileges within a society. The 1987 Constitution provided for three governmental powers, namely executive, legislative, and the judicial branch. The executive is a branch of government responsible for putting policies or laws into effect. Legislative branch enacts legislation, confirms or rejects presidential appointments, and has the authority to declare war. And the judicial branch interprets the meaning of laws, applies laws to individual cases, and decide if laws violate the constitutions. So kani ang judicial branch, mao ni siya ang mag-clarify sa rules and mag-make sure na ang each branch or ang each side is fair ang ilang pag-implement sa mga laws. The powers of the three governmental branches of the 1987 constitutions are separated from one another. It is called the separation of powers. The power of government has also a system of check and balances. Although ang power sa each branch kay separated siya from one another, naagihapon og interaction. Each branch has the power to check, to sustain, or to stop the actions by the other branches. This is to prevent one of them from becoming too powerful. That would be all. Thank you.